Time. It ticks on, second by second, minute by minute, steady and sure, forward. You can't really describe it, and you're hardly ever conscious of its existence, but you know it's there. It's said, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. What's left of time are usually memories, imprints in our minds that stay, while others are washed away in the folds of our brain, like writings on a beach. As the tides recede, what was written now isn't. For most of us, we lead our lives in such a manner. Forwards ever, backwards never, they say. Days go by, and all we seem to care about is what comes next. It's only natural, as living things, that at whichever stage we are in life, we are always anticipating the future. The ant, for example, will arduously prepare for the winter season. Instinctively, it knows that food will be scarce then, and because it wants to survive, it will store up enough to last it through the coming season. All through the animal kingdom, we see this remarkable phenomenon play out, and for years, one way that we as a species have learned to survive is by preparing for the future. The future is an intriguing concept because despite us knowing that the next moment, the next stage in life isn't quite really assured, we would rather deny ourselves happiness today for tomorrow's security. In opposition to this is a school of thought known as hedonism, whose proponents are of the idea that instead of worrying about the worries that tomorrow bring, one should rather choose to enjoy the pleasures of today, because pleasure is the ultimate goal in life. This school of thought purports the idea that all pain and worry are to be avoided for one to have a meaningful life. While it isn't logical to be apathetic to the fact that tomorrow is there, it is also important to remember that in this reality, what comes tomorrow is a mystery. The one thing that isn't, though, is that whether or not you prepare, it will still come. It wouldn't be wise to spend all your time and money fulfilling your pleasures today, because as much as tomorrow isn't assured, you would rather be prepared by making good use of your resources now in the event that tomorrow does come. Regardless of which school of thought you subscribe to, one thing remains constant: that ticking sound that goes on ever so subtly, manifesting a larger concept. Pause and consider that the second that has just passed, and this one that's passing, and the next, are all points in time that you will never get to experience again. Much of the time, we don't enjoy the gift of the present because we are too concerned about what the next day holds, and the next. Take a billionaire, for example, who has a lot of money at his disposal. For him, how he spends a single shilling wouldn't really matter. A shilling to him is barely a fraction of what he has in store, and how each shilling is spent doesn't really affect his large sums much, or does it? See, each shilling amounts to the billions he owns. A billion shillings without a shilling is not a billion by definition. A body is made up of tiny structures we now know as atoms. Without a single atom joining another, there is no molecule, and without a molecule, no element is formed. So basically, without an atom, all that forms a body isn't. My 2 cents? Don't get caught up in the trap of thinking that now does not matter, given all the time you have ahead of you. Tomorrow might never come, and when it does, it will just be another today that will leave you concerned about the next day, and the cycle continues. Time fleets away so fast. The breath you just took, appreciate it. The person sitting next to you, appreciate them. Those goals you've put aside for tomorrow, start working on them. Appreciate every moment and take every chance to make each moment meaningful. Live for today and hope for tomorrow.